Good morning, Elisabeth Stitt of Joyful Parenting Coaching. I have been thinking about the power of books. And I don't know about you, but when somebody asks me, what's your favorite book? It's always childhood books that I go back to. And today I wanted to mention The Secret Garden because it's springtime and The Secret Garden is the perfect book for springtime. And when I really try to tap into what was it that I loved so much about this book, and I probably read it the first time when I was 9 or 10, and honestly, I read it 2 or 3 times a year, every year until I graduated high school. So clearly it had this enormous appeal to me. And I think partly it was gardens. Not that I'm a gardener myself, but my family are gardeners and I love their gardens and I appreciate beautiful gardens. But I think that, what it is really is the optimism and the magic. And they talk about magic. They talk about the magic of believing that things are possible. And I think that even when I was 9 or 10 years old, that was a super important idea to me. The idea that things are possible and just the power of our believing in them and taking action. Mary, the character, comes from India and she's a sour little thing and she's sad and she's lost her parents, but her parents hadn't really cared about her. And she comes to the north of England where the moors and things seem empty and it's winter, but the sort of brisk, tough love of, get out there, go find something to do. And she finds the secret garden. She's really intrigued by this idea that this property has the secret garden. And without knowing a thing about gardening, she begins to weed and to make space for what turns out to be crocuses and bulbs coming up. And so again, that idea of just taking action with faith that you're doing the right thing, even if you don't actually know that you're doing it. So what book is the book that really appealed to you, that has lived with you throughout from your childhood into your adulthood? And who have you shared that with? With what kids have you kind of given that idea or that thing? Anyway, that's my thoughts today about the books that have had an influence on us and how do we sort of share them and bring them up for people. Hope you guys have a great spring day. I have to say that right here in Mountain View, California today, it is not springy warm. It's springy sort of sunshine maybe, but it's actually quite cold. So I hope where you are there are signs of spring and that magic of what it means for the seed to go in the ground and we can't see what's happening, but things are happening. And so even if it doesn't look like it's happening today, things are happening in your life that are going to bloom and come forth. Have a great day.